All right, so today we're going to have a look at the full Story-Delacon integration. So what I have open here is our demo site, and it's called Easy Click to Call. And what I have done earlier is a paid AdWords ad. Clicked on that through to the Easy Click to Call site, and as you can see down the bottom, there's all these phone numbers down here, and they are all call tracking numbers. So we can make a phone call from the Easy Click to Call site and have it automatically tracked for attribution. And we're also running the full story script. So what I did earlier was actually check several different pages so you could see the journey, and then made a phone call. So we'll whip straight into Full Story and have a look at how this works. So this is the recording of the Full Story session. It's running on 2 times. You can see the cursor and everything running across, and this here is the phone call. You can see the time and the moment that a phone call is actually made in that session. So we'll just run through that again. And on the right hand side, you can see everything that's happening in that session. And the left hand side is the different pages that we were visiting during this demonstration. So you can see all the different searches that were done, all the different pages visited. It's recording all that over on the right hand side through you see what's happening. And then down on the bottom, we're now about to make a phone call, and you can see when we get to the little red lightning bolt on the slider below, that's the phone call there. And you can see over on the right hand side now, the event matches search criteria here. So it's a call number that they phoned, and then there's also the caller phone number, so the actual phone number of the person making that phone call. So that's a very, very quick visual description on what happens in Full Story with that integration. And we can actually obviously do reports and different queries and everything here, and you can look at, times, the last week or its month, when were people making phone calls. We look for a custom event here. So the custom event is a phone call. And then we can look at all this different criteria that we want to pull out. So what's the caller phone number, location, IP address, browser, device type, etc., page duration, all this different information here. And we're going to go and have a look at the caller phone number, and put that number in there because I know that was me that rang. And you can see the session down here. So obviously this gives enormous scope to have a look at customer journey, what was happening prior to someone making the phone call, were there errors on site, was there rage clicks, have they been doing research on the site, so an enormous amount of insights. The other piece to this is obviously we have the call tracked in the Delacon portal, and here is this phone call, as you can see. That was the same phone number as in the session that we pulled out. You can see like location and what was the campaign name that we clicked on, the keywords that were entered into Google under a Google paid Google Ads search. You've got ISP, IP address, and then over here we hit IVR number 1, which also says that was phoning the sales department of that destination company. So I hope that gives you a brief little overview on what Full Story can do, and thank you for chiming in.